Welcome into the Better and Green podcast. We're back another day, going for our 10th day in a row of hitting the daily lock. I've got Wyatt with me here. Ethan might be joining us in a little bit. If not, we've got the Be Back Soon image up there for him for the Lions. We got the draft coming up. Lions are one of the big winners going in. They got 2 first-round draft picks. Got his Lions shirt on. Wyatt, how are you feeling about your team going in, man?
You know, I have a lot of questions regarding this draft. I told myself this weekend that Monday was going to be a full draft day for me. I was going to look at everything, going to really dive in. Turns out, didn't even look at it yet. So Tuesday is going to be my big draft day. But no, I'm feeling good. We'll talk about it in a second, but there's a lot of weird movements in the draft, which kind of concerns me a little bit. I'm also seeing articles of Detroit possibly jumping up, which I really don't like. It scares me that they could possibly jump up for a quarterback, but no, I mean, I'm feeling good. I trust what Detroit has going on. It seems like they're making the right picks the last couple drafts. So I'm going to trust what they're doing is right and they're going to pick the right thing, but definitely nervous. But yeah, I can't wait. Tomorrow is going to be my big day of diving in and hopefully getting some blogs up, getting some picks out. But yeah, I can't wait. I love talking about football. So the fact that we have football in April, it's a win-win.
I love it. And the thing I love even more than that is that little number up in the corner, 198 now. I think last time it was 160. If it was 170, it was real low 170. We exploded this week, man.
Yeah, it's just a great feeling. And, hard work starting to pay off a little bit. It helps with us, going for 10 wins in a row tonight. So I'm sure, winning bets helps. But yeah, I think we've been producing a lot of different type of content out there for catered to everyone. Long videos, short videos, TikToks, really active on Twitter. So we're really hitting all aspects of the social media, and I think it's paying off. So yeah, can't wait to get to 200. Would love to happen at this episode. So if you're watching, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We might have to do something if we get a live 200 on the air.
Yes, I agree. Make sure you guys are subscribing. That counter that you're seeing by my head, that is a live subscription counter. That is our current number. So if you guys subscribe at any point during this podcast, you'll see it go up. You might have to wait a second or two for our side to catch up. But man, I say we hit it. I'm going to be optimistic. I think we hit it. If we hit it, you have to double your bets today.
That's fine. I'll double down on everything. That's fair.
All right, man. Do we want to start with the bets today? Do we want to start with covering topics?
Let's get into the bets first.
Perfect.
And then we can get into, because I think yours are all NFL draft, correct?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, mine are all tonight's basketball, hockey stuff. So then we can transition, then to the NFL. I think that's probably the move.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'll start off. I'm going to go, I have 2 NBA plays tonight, which I usually don't like, but I'm personally going to be on the Grizzlies on the money line at plus 175, but I will be, for my record here, I'm going to be taking the Grizzlies plus 5. Grizzlies are pissed off, flat out. It's just that simple. They still kind of hung around in that game at LA 2 days ago, so I think they're just going to bounce back tonight. Again, we hit it last night with the Stars on tying the series 2-2. I think the Grizzlies are going to tie the series up tonight, head back to Memphis for game 5. And I do think this is going to be a really back and forth series. So I think Grizzlies ultimately take it, but I'm going to take them at plus 5 tonight.
Plus 5 tonight. I like that. The more I watched and listened to your Brooks takes, when I was in sports too, I was also a pretty emotional guy. So when you're going, and it's on a different level, than we ever experienced. When you're in the professionals and everything that you say and do gets blown up to that level, he's bringing it.
Yeah, he's also in a very difficult situation. If he has a terrible night, then this could be a career-defying moment. But yeah, I think he's mentally tough. I think he's going to bounce back tonight, and hopefully the Grizzlies do as well.
I agree. So I'm going to go with all 3 of mine are NFL draft related, and that's because I will be at the NFL draft this Thursday. So if any of you people watching are out there, come say hi. I'd like to meet the green team in person. We're going to go the first one that I found surprised me. These odds have moved a lot. First round running backs at 1.5. The under is plus 120.
Yeah, who's the second running back?
Gibbs, but
I haven't seen. I mean, I've done this or Friday. I did like 7 different mock drafts where I was looking up different people's draft. I didn't see a single
no,
Gibbs in the first round.
no. That's because he's not getting drafted in the first round. You had Bijan at 30 out of 31 picks. If Bijan's going 30, Gibbs he ain't making it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're finding all these good ones here. Yeah, I'm seeing on here under. Yeah, that looks like a solid pick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him anywhere. I don't even know who the number 2 was.
I don't know where he goes. I don't know where he went.
Huh.
199. We need one more. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen.
Oh, let's go.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend. We're doubling the unit size today.
I love that pick. We'll get into the draft shortly, but I really like that. Yeah, we can talk about running backs in a second. My next is going to be both NBA and the NHL. Doing a little tiny parlay here. I'm going to take the Bucks on the money line. I really wanted to take it -8, but it just moved to -7, and it freaks me out. Giannis is back, but I guess a lot of money's coming on the Heat. Giannis is back. I think he's going to go kind of off a little bit. So I like the Bucks on the money line, and then I'm going to take the Rangers on the money line. Rangers are -155 straight up. Too juicy for me to take, so I'm going to parlay them together at +115. Love the Rangers at MSG, bounce back. They can go up 3-1, and then I don't see a world where the Bucks lose. So yeah, +115. I think it's great odds. I got to take both teams that I thought were going to win, and got them on plus money. So that's what I'm going to rock with.
I love it. I love that, man. Love the Rangers pick. I have a future of them winning the series. Bucks too. They're down. They're not going to go down 3-1, especially if Giannis is playing. The money line. I love that, man. I don't see a world where that doesn't hit. So I was looking at mine. I'm gonna go my next one. My next most confident, Hendon Hooker. His line's at 31.5. So basically, is Hendon Hooker going to be a first round pick or not? Kind of made me giggle a little bit that it was 31.5. Like, just in case the Chiefs take Hendon Hooker, we need to add that in there. That's +140. I don't see Hendon Hooker being a first round pick, and way back to my very first draft future, I said under 4.5 quarterbacks taken. That's because I don't see Hendon Hooker being selected in the first round. I have him as my 5th best. So I think he's more, if teams don't want to reach like the Texans, I feel if they didn't take a quarterback, then I think they can get Hooker in the second round. I believe they have a second round draft pick.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I think even if not, he could very well be like Willis, dropping all the way to the 3rd. But I don't think he will, just because of how good he did and the level he was. Willis was at Liberty. Hooker at Tennessee beat Alabama, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
He's a beast. I think we do have injury concerns with him, correct?
Yeah, he just tore his ACL.
ACL.
Game like 8 or 9, something like that.
I can remember if it was ACL or Achilles. ACL. So that's not a career-ending injury by any means, especially not nowadays. But I believe it probably knocks him out of the first round.
Yeah.
You're looking at the teams that are picking at the end. That 31.5 is weird to me because the Bengals aren't taking Hooker with their first round pick. Eagles aren't taking Hooker. Chiefs aren't taking Hooker. That's kind of a high number, and to be getting plus odds. I just don't see it happening. And then my last one, I'd like to know your thoughts on this. There's a lot of good cornerbacks in this draft. This one is the worst odds. When I say worst odds, it's still +100. But this is Deonte Banks, and he's set at 20.5. I think he's going to go a little later than 20.5.
Yeah, the corners are weird for me. I just finished writing an article of Michigan draft prospects, and DJ Turner's in there, projected late first round. But it all depends, in my mind, if there's 2 selected in the top 10, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So if if Porter and not Porter,
Gonzalez and
Witherspoon, if those 2 go top 10, we might be in for a sweat.
Yeah.
But I don't know, with so much movement going on, I don't think people are going to be moving up 4 corners.
No.
So I do think they're going to start falling back. And yeah, Banks, I think, is like the 5th best corner.
I would put him right around there.
4 or 5. And yeah, I'm just projecting the top 10 to maybe have one, and then we'll probably get one at 11 or something. So, yeah, I mean, the corners are weird. They're loaded, absolutely
Yeah.
loaded this draft. We could see 7 go in the first round, something ridiculous like that,
Yeah.
6 or 7. So, I like it. I think he's going to drop a little bit, but
Hmm.
it's going to be, after 10 picks, you should know what's going on. If 2 or 3 get selected at the top 10, we're in some trouble.
Yeah.
But
That 20 and
no,
a
I
half,
like it.
that's the best. Like the 31 and a half for Hooker, I don't get. The 1.5 first round running backs, I don't get. Deontay Banks, I feel like that's a pretty good line that they set there.
Yeah,
Because we were thinking, what were we talking about? We went Witherspoon and Gonzalez, and then we had
Porter,
Porter, Branch,
Branch, and then
Turner.
Turner.
Turner didn't even make it into ours, but I really like
Right.
Turner.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good bet. You're gonna laugh. I'm gonna go back to your quarterback play. You're
Okay.
gonna laugh. I was looking up just a bunch of mock drafts today. Um, guess who they had the Vikings selecting?
Don't say
Hendon
Hendon.
Hooker, just like I said. I told you, Hendon Hooker. But no, I don't know why. But I thought that was funny because everyone dissed on my Hendon Hooker to the Vikings, and I saw a mock draft with Hendon Hooker to the Vikings. But no, it ain't happening. So I think you're gonna be fine with that. But
I
I
hope
just thought
so.
it was funny. All right, my last pick before we get into some draft talk, I have a little unpopular pick. I'm going to take the Maple Leafs on the money line, minus 110. Tampa Bay is in a bad position. I don't know how they lost game 3. I don't know if you guys have watched it at all. They're up 3-2, something like that. Up 3-2 with 90 seconds left. And then the Leafs score to tie it up, and then the Leafs win in overtime. So Lightning, they're already old. They do have experience, but they're old team. They just went to 2 OTs. They just blew the game. I think all the gas is out of their tank. I'm gonna say that the Maple Leafs win it today, and then they take the series back at home. So I think the series is done for the Lightning. They had their chance. One of the worst. They had a Michigan-like collapse at the end of that game. So I like the Maple Leafs to get it done, and minus 110. I think they honestly should be like minus 140. They are at Tampa. I understand the line, but I think the Maple Leafs are going to get it done tonight.
I hope not, man.
I know, neither do I. I think they're frauds, but I just think all the gas is out of these old timers' tank.
You think
They
so?
just went, they just went to 2 OT, heartbreaking loss. They're down 2-1, potentially going down 3. I don't know. It's an unpopular pick for sure, but I just think the gas is out of the Lightning tank.
I mean, I totally get the thought process behind it. Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Got some messages from Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan, what's up, buddy? We had some comments from Ethan too. Ethan, if you want to hop on, man, if you're feeling it, let me know. Let me know. He said, love that play, Wyatt. I'm riding. I believe he's talking about your Bucks parlay.
Yeah. He said Rangers Bucks parlay plus 110. He's copying that one. He has the Lightning Leafs under 6.5. And then he has the Stars on the money line tomorrow.
Perfect.
That's his big 3 there.
I like that.
I get a little nervous. Keep going on the Stars here. Well, our luck's gonna run out. We're 2-0 on the Stars.
I know.
I don't want our luck to run out.
I noticed that too. The Stars are just a better team. It just pisses me off that the only game that like a team really dominated was the Wild.
Yeah, I honestly hated that pick yesterday, so I'm glad it won because I was really against. I thought the Wild were gonna take them, but yeah, I mean that's 2-0 on the Stars. I was horrible in the regular season on the Stars. I think I was like 0 for 3. So I'm happy our luck's turned around, but I get a little nervous. Keep betting the hot team. Like at some point they're gonna lose, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it won't be our most confident play tomorrow. Maybe it'll find its way in our 3 daily picks. I don't know if I can put it in the most confident.
Yeah. Yeah. Lightning Leafs under 6.5. He's riding the under still in the Leafs game.
Yeah, I mean on our daily picks, I'm still riding the under in the Jets game. That's yet to go under. So
Yeah.
I'm just 3 games down. One of them has to go under. I'm hoping it's tonight. But yeah, I also don't like riding that trend. Just bet against the trend that's hit in 3 consecutive games. law of averages we're due, but
You're right.
also
You're right.
law of streaks. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worst reasoning for anything in life is just it's due. But it's
Yeah.
one that I love to use frequently.
Yeah, it's one of my most frequent for gambling. I think it's one of my
Yeah.
go-to reasonings is it's due.
Yeah.
And I that was a Connor McDavid, the goal scorer a couple days ago because he was due.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it did not pay off on his shots on goal because he was due. He was not due on those, but it's just such a good reasoning to have.
Yes.
You don't really need any
Yes.
logic behind it. It's just how they're due.
I I still can't believe that didn't hit though, because I really liked that one. It
Yeah.
didn't seem like there was any chance where it didn't hit. Ended up with
Oh, we
two
just
assists, right?
yeah, 3 assists.
He had, yeah,
Three
he had
assists,
more assists than shots.
only two shots on goal. 3 assists. So they ultimately got the job done. They're down 3-0. I went to bed. I was like, oh, they're done.
Yeah,
They came back from 3-0, but yeah, he was doing more of the catalyst job as opposed to the attacker job. So
right.
he got the job done, but I was expecting a little more action on the net.
Yeah, I I 100% agree, man. I love that play. What are we were rolling with what today? It was Connor over three and
Yeah,
a half
Kyle
shots.
Connor shots on goal. I absolutely love this play, and I'm nervous that the line's so low. If you guys aren't don't know what we're talking about, our most confident play today on our YouTube was Kyle Connor for the Jets over 3.5 shots on goal. I got it like minus 114. I saw it like a couple minutes ago at minus 140, so we definitely got it early. But he had 8 shots, and 5 shots in his 3 games in the playoffs so far. Each game he's had 2 missed shots. So those 2 games, he could have had 10 plus shots on goal. And his line's only at 3.5. I was expecting like maybe 4.5. So
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's making me worried. Like, why is the line so low? But he's going off this series, and they are the definition of desperation mode today. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think Vegas screwed up.
I like the 3.5 line though, just like in
Yeah.
general for a good player.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think the line's like that because the regular season, I think his line was consistently at like 2.5. So this is like a whole shot on goal above his average, which I guess could be scary, but it's also the playoffs. It's a whole different season. So
Yeah.
you got to adjust the stats a little bit. So I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love it tonight.
Any surprises so far in any of the NFL? Sorry, not NFL, NHL or NBA playoffs for you?
um, it's starting to even out. There was a lot of surprises, I think, in the early series, but it's weird because NHL, NBA are on the pretty much same timeline right now. So we just had the 2 games at home for the better team. Now we're on 2 games on the road for the lesser team. So it's starting to even back out. Yeah, no, I don't think any huge surprise. I guess the Bucks a little bit. That's kind of they're in danger zone, but they
Yeah,
also haven't had Giannis, so they're down 1-2, potentially down 1-3 at Miami tonight.
that's what I
So
was gonna say too.
that would be a surprise, but I don't really think they're worried because Giannis hasn't played.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think that one, like, I don't think that one's that nerve wracking. Well, if they lose tonight, I think they're very much in danger, but. I don't know. I think they're just going to get it done. Giannis is back. I don't think they can stop him. The Bucks, or sorry, the Grizzlies Lakers, I think is fine. Um, what's the Suns Clippers at? Is that 2-2 or
that's I
3-1?
believe 3-1, 3-1 for
Yeah,
the Suns.
yeah. That's one. That one's going to get out of hand tomorrow.
Yeah,
Nuggets, I thought we're going to sweep, but glad they didn't for our Timberwolves +4. And then I think Celtics are probably going to sweep tomorrow. So, or not sweep, get it tomorrow. So nothing crazy in the NBA for me besides the Bucks.
mm-hmm.
NHL wise, I don't know. It's kind of what I expected, I guess.
I mean, everybody expected Boston and Florida to kind of go this way.
Yeah, yeah. Now there's no surprise there. Did not expect the Devils to win at the Rangers, so that
Yeah,
like that's kind of weird. But I think Rangers ultimately bounce back tonight.
yeah.
Knights Jets, that one got back to normal after the Knights going down 0-1. I guess oh, there he is.
He's in.
The man, the
Okay,
myth, the legend.
let me at him. Hey, guy. We're doing good. How are you doing?
How'd the procedure go?
Dude, really good.
Was it a throat-related procedure?
Yeah.
Did they knock you out?
Yeah.
Damn.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
We got the legend in here. Speaking of injuries and Giannis coming back, Ethan, what's good, buddy? Under the knife and onto the camera.
Yeah, no, everything went well. I'm just pretty tired. Literally just woke up about 15 minutes ago, but figured I'd hop on. I'm feeling fine. No pain, so.
Good, man.
Yeah.
How's the throat feeling?
Throat's fine. So they were pretty impressed. Everything looked good. They stretched out a little bit, like down here. It's like a little sore down there, but.
Did they go in like through the mouth?
Yep.
So no like cuts or anything?
No cuts. No. I was probably out for 35 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Super quick. Yeah.
You just had a deep throat procedure.
Yeah.
Is that the medical term for it?
Yeah.
Guys, we are at 199 right now. If we get to 200, Ethan will show us the instant replay.
With this pen.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Well, Ethan, what are your thoughts? We're talking about the NBA and NHL playoffs. If there's any surprises, or what are your thoughts on them so far?
Yeah. Pretty straightforward, I think. Some would agree with the Bucks, but they're still going to win that series, so not too worried there. Like I always kind of say, there's no parity in the NBA, so the cream's always going to rise to the top. Warriors are going to pull out that series. Lakers are going to beat the Grizzlies. Bucks are going to win. Celtics, all the usual suspects. Nuggets, obviously. So yeah, NBA, nothing too surprising. For the NHL, it's not like a big surprise to most people. I'm a little bit shocked that the Islanders haven't kept it too tight. They just have that one win. I thought they would win that series. Thought it would at least be competitive. They started scoring, but let's see. Other than that one, shocked Dallas is struggling this much because I think they're a far superior team.
Yes,
but as obviously I have them in my big three. I think they win at home tomorrow. They now have home ice back, so if they can just win at home, they win the series. As long as they don't lose again at home, they'll win in 7. So I think Dallas it shocks me that they're struggling. That first game that went to double OT could have gone anyway. That kind of hurt them. Rangers, I think they're going to win it pretty easy. I guess not really. Maybe just the Islanders.
Yeah, it's all kind of getting back to what it is. Like you said in the NBA, even in the NHL, like we saw the Jets go up 1-0, and now they've lost the last 3 or 2, whatever it is. So everything's kind of getting back to what, like, it's all evening out. So, just got to get the first round jitters out. But I think ultimately, as you said, everything that's supposed to happen, I think will. I don't think there's going to be really any huge surprises unless something crazy either happens in the Devils game or I don't know, the Oilers game. The Oilers series is whoever you want it to be. I think there's 3 OT games in that, so that one's just a bloodbath. I'm really interested to see who's going to come out on that. Each team has blown massive leads in that. Fingers crossed for the Oilers for sure.
God, when you pick them to win your the Stanley Cup, you're not feeling too good when you see them lose 5-1 to the Wild.
Right.
Oh, okay, there's that goaltending I was worried about.
Yeah, I thought for sure down 3-0 in the first. I was like, Kings are taking the series.
I turned it off.
Yeah, I was actually going through people's brackets on. I have our group and another group. I'm just going through. I'm like, how many people are getting boned over by the Oilers right now? But pulled it out.
I don't know. And
so that's the issue with the Oilers. They can give up 3 in the first, but they can also come back and score 3 in the second.
I'm telling you, if you gave them one solid goalie, they would be the best team in the NHL.
Yeah.
They just need one guy back there that's worthwhile.
Right.
Can we combine them in Dallas? Give them Odinger?
Yeah,
Right.
something. Dallas has no offense.
Well, even
Oh, hey, hold
Hook-
up. Hold up. You know
Got
what
it?
it is. You know what it is. 200. Oh, here he goes. There he goes. 200, baby.
That's 200, baby.
Welcome. Yeah, there you go. Hey, tip of the cap, man.
200 subs. We did it.
Let's
Man.
go.
That's a good feeling.
That is.
God damn, we've been growing
Heart
like
back on.
wildfire.
We're heating up like the weather outside, man. Growing
I
like
fell
weeds.
asleep.
Springtime, baby.
I fell asleep at 194. What happened?
Progress, my friend.
Progress.
That's Wyatt for you. That's the Wyatt effect.
Nice.
Let's see. We got a name on this one. Jake. Jake, what's going on, man? Welcome in.
That's our 200th sub.
That's our 200th sub.
Nice.
With the sub.
It looks like he's at Top Golf too, so Jake looks like a legend. Oh, Eddie's got a video at Arrowhead. Yep, Jake. Once again, welcome. Welcome, sir.
Welcome to the crew. God damn.
All right, let's try to get 300 before we get off of this thing.
Yeah.
Doing a
Yeah.
24-hour stream. We're not stopping till 300.
Yeah.
I don't care how many times Wyatt has to take his shirt off. Damn it, we're getting to 300.
I said 300, not back down to 100.
Okay, well, you guys want to talk some draft?
Yeah, let's do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay. So, Wyatt, I think you got those odds pulled up. What are you looking at? What's catching your eye?
So my biggest thing, and I'm not sure. So I've just found out all my sports books don't offer, like I can't bet on college kids, so they're still in college. So I don't have,
Got it.
so I can't find any of the lines. But I'm on Vegas Insider right now. It looks like they have decent odds. Looks like we're getting some serious line movement at number 2 here. Will Levis has shot up to minus 130 at the second overall pick. So I think that means CJ Stroud is plummeted, probably because of his score. And I guess they have Houston taking Levis. I don't know if they have Houston trading that. I don't know. So there's just some serious movement at 2. What also is weird at 2 is Tyree Wilson, according to Vegas Insider, has jumped Will Anderson.
I
for the
saw
number
that
2
too.
pick. Tyree's at plus 300 at number 2. Will Anderson's at plus 430. So some serious movement at number 2. So I don't know what's going on there. It kind of freaks me out. So I don't know if you guys have an answer to that or predictions of what's going on.
On Levis, I would say there's no way Houston takes him, in my opinion. So I would think that they'd be thinking someone will trade up.
Okay.
Would be my thought. I had no idea about Tyree and Anderson. That's interesting. I was kind of hoping Tyree would fall to 6 and Detroit could get him, but
if Will falls to 6, I am the happiest fan in the world.
yeah,
That would be insane.
So yeah, there's some serious movement there, which I'm not quite fully understanding. But number 3 looks like, I don't know. Number 3, they have 2 quarterbacks in the top, and then Tyree and Will at 2 and 4. I still think number 3 is going to be a trade. So I don't think Arizona's going to keep that. And that's kind of what the odds are suggesting, having CJ as a favorite here. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And then number 4, Will Levis is still the favorite at plus 130. So they definitely have some serious movement going on here. Looks like we're going to have at least 3 quarterbacks drafted in the top 4, which is kind of what we expected.
Do we think that because 4 is Indianapolis, do we think that it's people hedging, Indianapolis trading up to 2, or just taking him at 4?
It could be. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Indy's going to trade up unless like the Texans have their eyes set on Levis, which doesn't seem like a fit in Houston or in, not Texans, Titans. It doesn't feel like Levis is the Titans guy. It feels like Richardson would be the Titans guy. So I don't know why the Colts would trade up to 2 unless someone is moving to that 2 position and wants Levis. And I don't think the Titans want Levis.
Yeah, I don't think it would do Indy much good to trade up.
Right.
Just because I think the 2 ahead of them. Yeah, I mean, I think they would have to get word that, like you said, Wyatt, the Titans are moving up, so then they would try to move up just to block them, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, something's weird's going on. Someone knows something that we obviously don't because some massive movement at 2.
All I know is Will Levis was born to wear a Colts uniform. That's the only team I see him playing for.
Yeah.
So, he probably goes 4th.
I don't know. Is he the Colts type? He's not like 40 years old and completely immobile.
I don't know. He just seems like he seems like an Andrew Luck kind of guy. And they've always had tall, larger white quarterbacks. Like I can't imagine Richardson going to Indianapolis.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's definitely the biggest shock that I'm seeing here.
I want to bring up because last year I totally did not. You saw the line movement with Trayvon Walker and Hutchinson, and I thought that was kind of all smoke and mirrors because I thought Hutchinson was by far the better player, and oh shit, I was right. Anyways, we're gonna move past that, but I don't need to tell you guys of all people. When we see stuff like that and you see this type of movement this close to the draft, what do you guys think that means? Is this teams leaking it? Is this people getting more inside information? It always happens real close to the draft.
Yeah. I don't know where they get it from, but they all obviously have someone on the inside that's talking because this amount of sharp movement like this can't just happen without knowing anything. You know, we're seeing lines of 500 or above changes in these, and that just can't be off of flims. You know, it has to be off of something concrete and back, like with the backbone. So I don't know who or what, but it's something, and something that we don't have access to. So it seems a little unfair, but yeah, I mean, if like talking about heavy favorites, if you want to throw $2,000 on Bryce Young #1, I think that's the freest $100 I've ever heard of in my life. Like he's going #1. So obviously it's stupid if you want to do that. But if you're one of those guys that throw heavy odds or heavy favorites, that's the most lock I've ever heard in my life.
Except for Trevor Lawrence, #1.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence was I even considered hitting him. But
Bobby, yeah, go ahead.
I might be late to the party here, but I haven't really looked into these at all yet. But Will Anderson now is plus 165 to be drafted top 3. So they're not even.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess also someone's telling them that Tyree's now ahead of Will for that line movement. Or they're just going to go 1, 2, 3 on quarterbacks.
Right.
Which then suggests that the Cardinals are going to trade.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Real quick, we can go right back to the draft. Jake sent us a comment. So once again, Jake coming in clutch. He says, thoughts on Lightning Maple Leafs game tonight? I know we have some thoughts on this one.
You can go ahead first since I already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, why I know you like the Leafs. I'm not so sold on a side there. I lean under 6.5. Just think we get more defensive hockey out of the Lightning at home. They need this game. Can't go back to Toronto down 3-1. Yeah, I just think, I mean, we've seen each game go over so far. Just think this one slows down. I've really thought this series was going to be an under series. Hasn't obviously been. I still see it going under. I think it slows down. I think Tampa just shores up that defense, helps out Vasilevsky. Yeah, I think, I actually kind of think Tampa wins it personally, but I don't like that enough to play it. Yeah, I think it goes maybe like 4-2, 3-2, somewhere in there.
Yeah, my only thought on this is, and I really like Tampa. I wanted to root for Tampa, but I know you talked about it earlier. How Tampa's kind of has the veterans, a little bit of older squad. The Maple Leafs are a little younger. They definitely have a lot to prove, more to prove, I think, than the Lightning. And the Lightning had their chance in Game 3. They pulled the biggest blow of a game I've ever seen in my life, up by 1 with 90 seconds left, allow a goal to happen, and then they lose it in double OT. So my thought process here is that felt like their game to win. And the fact that they lost that, the fact that they're older, and the fact that that went to 2 OTs, I feel like they're a little emotionally and physically drained from that. So that's my only reasoning. And I just think the Maple Leafs are better. So I don't know. I just think Toronto's going to take it and end this series pretty quickly at home next game.
I saw a stat, if this helps at all. This would be towards the Lightning side. I'm not going to be able to find it, but I think Andrei Vasilevsky he was like 28-2 in the playoffs at home after a loss or something like that.
I saw that.
But I saw that posted before Game 3, and obviously he lost. So that it probably wasn't as high as 28-2, but it was something, maybe 18-2. Now it's 18-3. So should be a good game, but yeah, I don't have a strong lean either way to a side.
I lean the Lightning, but kind of like you, Ethan, I don't have a strong feeling either way. I like Vasilevsky a lot. I think that he's a great goalie, and I think this is actually gonna be a really low scoring game. I think everybody's gonna be tired, and the Lightning have a lot more to play for, so I just think that they're gonna play just a little bit harder. Whereas I think the Leafs are in a position where they're up and they're feeling good about their chances. Even if they lose it, it's only tied, so they might be a little bit more, I don't want to say relaxed, but not have that same sense of urgency that the Lightning have.
Yeah,
that's fair. No complaints. I don't know. It's just a weird series. I probably shouldn't be betting it, but I am.
Yeah, I think my issue is I think the Leafs are going to win the series, which makes it tough for me to then go bet the Lightning tonight. I think is where the mental block is there.
That's fair. Okay, let's get back to some NFL draft stuff. What else are you looking at, Wyatt?
Oh, let's see here. According to Insider, we can go position wise. First wide receiver is Smith Njigba. I think that's pretty obvious. That's only at -1 or 430. So also, if you're a big heavy odds better, that's sounds like free money. We talk about the tight ends a lot. I know, Ben, you were interested on the under tight ends in the first round.
Yep.
And we all kind of thought Kincaid would be that guy above Michael Mayer. They have Mayer at -175 as a first tight end off the board. So that's different from a lot of the mocks I've seen. But again, it's kind of either way. Not really sure what to do there. Also, here's another one that I'm just looking at live. I don't know. Again, these odds from Vegas Insider as of 6:07 p.m. today. They have offensive tackle wise. Remember, we talked about Skronowski or whatever being the clear number one OT. He's at +195 now to Paris Johnson Jr., who's the overall at -175. So that seems like a pretty big shift from what we expected in the OTs.
I think people are worried about him at tackle. I really do.
Yeah, you brought it up that possibly more of a guard than a tackle. The tackle is just such an athletic position in the NFL. So if you're lacking a little athleticism, you might be in some trouble. And maybe that's what they're figuring out. Go ahead.
Ben, I'm just seeing, which I don't understand this at all either, but I was just listening to what you guys were talking about with the running backs. I'm seeing Jahmyr Gibbs -160 to go in the first round, which I, like you guys said, haven't heard. I mean, not just today, heard that some teams would prefer Gibbs over Bijan.
Huh.
But I still don't. I don't know.
Where did Gibbs go? To say
Alabama.
Yeah.
He's a little scat back guy.
He's like Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. Great reference.
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. I don't see it, but it's interesting.
it's just weird that again, we see it every year that what we think is going to happen in the draft is consistent for 8 months, and then the week prior to the draft or the week of,
Yes.
everything just gets blown out of the water. Like, what's I don't know. We saw this with the number one overall last year. We're seeing it as we speak right now, just shifts everywhere. So yeah, again, there might be value trying to get early picks, but also you could get screwed really quickly with I don't know, all this movement. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of mind blowing to me how much it moves the couple days ahead of the draft. It'll probably still change before Thursday. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the three of us need to start sending out some emails to some NFL insiders, just kind of be friendly, get to know them a little bit, eventually get to the point where we're going out for beers with them. And then
Yeah.
we get that insider info, we throw it on a couple grand each year at the draft, and then we're set for the year until the next draft.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We got to find an insider.
Sounds like a nice job to me.
Need an insider.
Also got
Just
got a
Grubhub
honey
to
dick him
him.
a little bit. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? What day is the first day?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay.
It doesn't make a ton of sense, but what are your thoughts that Vegas pushes these odds out to scare everybody and make people want to be sharp and jump on the minus 170 for Gibbs, and have people take bad bets just to cash out because people are too afraid to cash in on the other side?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think that's a lot of what the ups and downs of the draft are, personally.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get nervous with like these type of picks because it's more able to be fixed than actual sports. Like there's only one thing that you have to change as opposed to 22 players on a field, like
right.
You just talk to one GM or one guy and he's like, yeah, this is what's going on. There's your, like, that's what it is. So I don't know. There's just less variation. So I feel that's what I get nervous for. Like throwing big money on things that are, the GM can change his mind 15 minutes ahead of the draft,
Right.
And what does Vegas know? And I don't know. So that's the only thing that worries me. Also, with that, you can also get great value on things too. So it's a win-loss kind of thing. Like high upside, really low downside. So I don't know. It's hard to be sharp on it. I'll say that.
That seems like Jamar Gibbs minus 170. That sounds like a really bad bet. Like a really bad bet.
Yeah, I would never take that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I mean, I've said this like 4 or 5 times now, but after that stupid Rodrigo Blankenship, I'll never lay a ton of juice in the draft because it just doesn't go how in your brain to me, that was the only way it could go was Blankenship first kicker. And obviously it wasn't. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
I'm looking at Brian Brees right now. Is at 29.5. Does that surprise you guys a little bit that he's so far back?
A little bit, but not really. I feel like both DNs and D tackles are pretty well stocked this draft. So I don't think it's that crazy. I could see him falling a little bit, but I don't know. The late first round gets a little weird as well. Like you could see a couple teams pass, and like I saw, like I know I'm a Michigan fan. It's a little biased, but I saw Mozzie up there, like, and he's got the same position as Brees. So if one team and who knows again with the Patriots what they're gonna do, but they can if one team thinks one guy's better, like, and ranking wise we don't see it, like it could happen. I don't know. I think he's honestly gonna go lower. I think 29.5 is pretty high because I definitely think he's gonna be a first rounder. So if at 29.5 you have 2 teams that could possibly get him in the first round, so I think he's gonna go lower, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, he seems like a guy that's kind of been falling a little bit. So I guess I'm not too shocked by that. I don't know what to make of this. I'm just looking at like it's all shifted since we built our mock drafts a week ago.
Yeah.
Everything's different.
It's all we're gonna post out our mock draft and it's gonna come off as we're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have Will Levis in the first? Dude, he got drafted second.
Yeah.
For the record, I think all of us did. It just never lined up to where we actually took him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you screwed everything with your Richardson pick.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Can we flip that? I feel like Tennessee trading up. I will say I heard from a Detroit Lions account, which of the Detroit Lions accounts would be one that I trust the most. He said that he heard, it was like, I heard from my source, take it for what it is. You can believe me or not. He said that Jalen Carter has been off the Lions draft board for like a month and a half. They haven't even done any looking at
It
him at
doesn't
all.
surprise me
I
a
can see it.
whole lot because I just don't think he fits what Dan's trying to build.
Right.
Like he seems like he's just a solo guy, doesn't really care for the team.
Yep.
And I don't know the guy at all. This is kind of how it comes across. So I could totally see that him off the board. There are a crap load of other similar guys in the draft as well that they could pick up. Did you guys want to talk about the Rodgers trade at all and what that was all about?
Yeah. Can I ask one more question about the draft though?
Yep.
If Stroud falls to 6 and the Lions draft him, are you guys worried about him like being able to understand what logos are which and which team he's not supposed to throw the ball to? What is that score? Like, was he
the
not
score's bad.
trying?
The score's bad. And I'm not questioning his intelligence, but maybe he just misunderstood what he was supposed to do. Like maybe it wasn't multiple choice. Maybe it was like pick, all of the above or something like that. And he only selected the best answer. But yeah, that's bad. But I mean, it didn't come across when he was at Ohio State that he was an idiot. He played well. He seemed like he understands schemes, understands checkdowns. So I don't know what he was doing on the test. Maybe he was high or something. I had no idea.
Maybe he took fellow Ohio State quarterback Cardale Jones' advice. We don't come here to school. We come here to play football.
Would not be surprised. It's a Buckeye thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that. I thought at some point he's going to say that.
He did, however, lose to Michigan twice. Not many Buckeye quarterbacks can say that. So maybe he is an idiot.
Ben, if I were at this draft with you and Detroit took CJ Stroud, I would walk out and I would leave. I would boycott the draft. I'd probably boycott the season.
You'd walk
I will
home.
be livid if
So,
Detroit takes CJ Stroud.
Are you like on the floor, Ben?
So like I'm not gonna be up like where like when they're showing people by the stage. No. You guys know, so I was looking last year to see how much tickets are. Do you guys know how much the day one pass is?
For down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's ridiculous.
I was gonna guess like 500, but I think it might be more.
Dude, it's 5,000 a person.
Oh.
So no, I will not be up
grand.
close, but I will be there though. If you're looking around, like if they're showing like shots of the crowd, I'll be in the standing area, like way in the back.
Wow.
Just look for the big guy in red.
What jersey are you gonna wear?
Patrick Mahomes, baby.
Patty Mahomes.
You know it.
Is that
So
your only Chiefs jersey? You feel like you got to have some more, right?
I've got 2 Mahomes and I got an Eric Berry.
Okay.
My Eric Berry one's got a couple signatures from training camp. So,
Oh, nice.
so I went to
That's sweet.
school where they do their training camp. So it's like just a 3-minute drive in.
That's awesome. So you're telling me Wyatt got transportation and a ticket to the national championship game for like half as much or less than half as much as a floor seat to one night of the draft? Good God. How much money do these people have?
$500 if you want the day 3 pass. It's still something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
day 2's like 2,000 or something. Like it's
No one cares after round like 3.
I know.
Like
I'm like I can't even imagine spending $500 on a day 2 pass.
Day
The
3 is
second
where they show a couple of truck commercials, come back and give you the lowdown on the last 7
Yeah.
picks just rifled in.
Oh boy, I did not expect the $5,000. That's mind blowing to me.
I saw a meme this week and it said Jackson Smith and Jigba looks like CJ Stroud if he got super high. If you look up a picture of him, like his face just cracks me up. And I'm an Ohio State fan saying that. He just looks so goofy. Okay.
Minus 470 though.
Yeah. He can
A
ball,
lot.
man. You can't see his face when he's wearing a helmet. Let's see. Do you see your Nolan Smith's at 10.5? I wanted to bring that up real quick
Really?
too. Yeah.
He's at 10.5.
10.5. Nolan Smith.
Over.
Over under.
Over 10.5 is minus 170. Under 10.5 plus 130.
See, but they make it so unplayable.
I had to ask.
I was seeing him like 15 or above. Well, then I love the cornerback bet. If he's going to go top 10, cornerback should fall then. We're throwing him in the mix. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this draft. I really don't. Everything I look at, I'm like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, it's minus 210. Can't take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope there's a lot of nice parlay pieces that I can just build. If like, I don't know, who would be playing that night? Thursday.
I'll make a graphic of all my future picks that I've done over the last couple weeks. Like parlay them bitches together.
There you go. Hopefully the Celtics lose tomorrow. Then they have game 6 at home Thursday night, and I can just parlay Celtics money line with everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my new hope.
Why? We were talking about tight ends earlier. Right now, Dalton Kincaid, he's favored to go over 24.5. So for the two tight ends to hit, it would be what? Between 24.5 and 31.
Yeah.
You said he was. No, he wasn't the favorite.
Mayer was, or my whatever.
Yeah.
Michael was the favorite.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing here the. Whoops, where did it go? Never mind. Oh yeah. Number of tight ends drafted. What was the line you got
2.
earlier? What was the money on it? The plus on it?
Shoot. I think it was plus 300 or like it was like something stupid.
Yeah, they have over 2.5 now is plus 146. Under 2.5 is minus 200. So you're looking pretty good. Because you had under 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
At plus 300. Now under 2.5 is minus 200.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna land on 2.
Probably. I'll still take a wash over a loss though.
But that's on tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that lands exactly 2.
There's gonna be 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, 5 quarterbacks. It's gonna be a weird draft.
A ton of offensive and defensive linemen and corner.
Yeah.
And Nolan Smith.
And Nolan Smith.
No. That one surprises me. I don't know how that.
I'm getting nervous, boys. I just have a feeling Detroit's gonna do something dumb.
Oh.
We got to.
I'm seeing them now. They want to trade out from 18 and get God knows who. We'll see. No
Chiefs are talking
quarterback,
about
no
trading up.
Bijan.
I'll switch with
Chiefs
you guys.
are?
Yeah. Guys wanna
I'd trade
trade
back. What do you want to give us? Patty Mahomes in next year's first?
Right. Right. Can we give you the ghost of Alex Smith this year's first? No, the ghost of Alex Smith's one leg.
Yeah, you can have both our picks for Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It takes
you can keep it. You can have 3 first-round picks.
caveman
Pretty
CJ Stroud.
enticing.
Yeah. All right. Wyatt, you were talking about going into Aaron Rodgers in trade today.
Yeah.
I'll
So
let
I
you take
guess
away.
I
Wait, did he
realized.
officially get traded?
Yeah, today. Yep.
God,
So I
guys,
guess I
I've been
didn't
under a
realize that he wasn't officially traded yet. I thought we all knew this, but anyways, it just officially came out. Let's talk through what each team got. So both teams, they swapped their 15 and 13 first round picks. So I'm just going to cancel those off because they didn't really get anything. So the Jets got obviously Aaron Rodgers and a 2023 fifth rounder. And then they did get that 15 again, this year's 15th pick for the Packers 13th pick. So that was the only thing that's different. Packers get 2023 second round pick, number 42 overall, a 6th round pick a 2023 6th round pick, a conditional 2024 second round pick that becomes a 1st round pick if Rodgers plays 65% of the plays this year. So basically, the Jets got Rodgers in a 5th rounder, and the Packers got a 2nd rounder, a 6th rounder, and a potential 1st rounder. So to me, it seems kind of even. I don't think it's that bad. I think the Jets lose a little bit more, I would think. Because they're basically going boom or bust this year. The Jets are going all in on Aaron Rodgers. And to be honest, I don't think he's going to be the guy that's going to take them to where they need to be. So I feel like they're losing a lot to try to win this one year, because then they're kind of screwed. They're losing, obviously the 2nd rounder hurts. The 6th rounder, I don't really care about, but then a potential 1st rounder in 2024, that one's going to hurt as well once Rodgers is 47 years old and retired. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think it's pretty even, but yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on it?
They're still the 3rd best team in that division.
Yeah.
I think that.
This is all.
Sorry,
I might as well start calling you Adam Schefter, Wyatt, because that's news to me. I had no idea that he got traded today. So
well, I just posted a TikTok on Better in Green, and I said Jets get a washed quarterback that will maybe get them to 500 wins, and the Packers get a bunch of NFL draft picks where they only select defensive players. So the chat in our Better in Green TikTok was not too happy. I called Rodgers washed, but he's not going to be their Lord and Savior, I don't think.
No,
he's not going to be the guy that they think he's going to be.
No.
He's an upgrade, but he's not. He's in a tough division, and I don't think they might. I don't know. I think they're going to be a 500 team.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, TikTok disagreed.
I'm a little surprised that a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers doesn't even. I mean, there's a conditional 1st, but he didn't draw a full 1st. That's a little surprising. But at the same time, Rodgers was gone. So I feel like they got quite a bit for a player that they weren't going to.
For a guy that didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably going to be a 1st rounder anyways, because I think he'll probably play 65% of the snaps. So I think that's kind of why I think the Packers are expecting a 1st rounder, but
that's unless
they're as much as they hate Rodgers, they're the biggest Rodgers fan this year to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So,
no kidding.
But I thought that was interesting. I didn't realize that wasn't finalized yet, so thought we should probably that broke Ethan like an hour ago.
Okay, so technically they just traded their quarterback that wanted a receiver in the 1st round, never got one, and then they also in turn traded up with the Jets and are now going to take a receiver at 13. So that's going to go.
They're probably going to get all offensive players in the 1st round. How big of a throat punch would that be to Rodgers?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted help? Let's trade you away. Then we'll get a bunch of offensive players.
All right. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 13th to the Packers.
I still think the Jets. I don't know what the Jets will probably go O-line, won't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now they're going to be behind Green Bay.
He's at 13 now. They got the 13th pick. Jackson Smith and Jigba's line sit at 12.5.
Yeah. and Houston's 12. So, ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Houston's a good one. Depends what Houston does round 1. They need a wide receiver as well.
Yeah.
God, that's a tricky line, Vegas, you little son of a gun.
It is. He's going one of them.
Yeah.
When you said 13, I was like, I feel like that was so close to where that line was. Sure enough.
I could definitely see him in Houston.
Yeah.
Although they do have John Mechie, who didn't play at all last year with that lymphoma or whatever he had, but
Houston does?
Yeah.
Forgot about Mechie.
Yeah, he should be good once he's healthy.
All those guys I think of I clump all those guys together. Ruggs, Waddle, Mechie,
Smith.
All those little guys. Devonta.
Jamo.
They're all clumped together in that wide receiver bandwagon thing.
Yeah.
So we got the Bills, the Dolphins, and now the Jets with Rodgers. This, to me, the biggest loser is Buffalo. What are your guys' thoughts? That makes that division a lot harder for Buffalo.
Yeah, they're 100%, I think, going offense this draft. And I think
What do you think
they
for the
need
season, though?
I think the biggest loser is Miami.
You think Miami?
Miami
I
doesn't
would
have a
say.
pick this draft, do they?
No, I think
No,
they
not
lost
first
it
round.
to Tom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say just because it's if the Jets do well, I still think the Bills are going to do better, or at least better than Miami, maybe. So that could shuffle Miami to the third, where they'd be fighting for that final wild card, I would think.
The Bills lost one of their safeties. Was it Poyer or was it the other guy?
They lost Poyer. Or no, they lost Poyer.
They
Micah
lost
Hyde's
one of
their
their
other.
safeties. Yeah.
Hyde was out all year. Yeah, I think they lost Poyer. I'll
Diggs
look.
is not happy. Dolphins just got Jalen Ramsey. Like,
Yeah, that was a good pickup, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I still don't think the Jets are going to do a whole lot. I think they're going to be more competitive than last year. They have a great defense, but it's not like the addition of 40-year-old Rodgers is going to make them better than the Bills.
Right.
You know,
I'm thinking just in
and
that division. It's even
Yeah.
after that, you have to get past Mahomes and Burrow.
Yeah, and Dolphins are a complete wild card, very talented, but yeah, if they have whatever happened to Tua last year again, which
Right.
is very likely because that's how concussions work, but
Right.
if they stay healthy, they are a very dangerous team. However, I just don't know if they can. Who's the fourth team in this league? Who or division? What am I blanking
The
on?
Patriots.
Oh.
How
The fact that the
unwatchable are the
Patriots
Patriots
probably going to
gonna
be the
this
worst team that's going to be the first time in our life.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, both Poyer and Micah Hyde still play for the Bills. But there's definitely something going on there.
I feel like one of them signed elsewhere.
Well, didn't they both have neck injuries? I thought Poyer was like debating retiring or something.
I think Poyer had like a nerve thing. Yeah, neck, shoulder kind of nerve thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I
think
thought
Micah
Hyde had
Hyde-
like an elbow or something.
I don't know. Yeah, according to Wikipedia. Okay, Poyer re-signed with the Bills.
You said Poyer did?
Yep. After testing the market, free agent safety Jordan Poyer has decided to return to New York and re-sign with the Buffalo Bills. That was March 15th. They might have lost Micah Hyde. He didn't play at all last year. Okay, yeah, so he has a spinal cord injury. But according to the best source out there, Wikipedia,
Devils
Still
just
Bill.
scored.
Devils did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's all right.
It's all right. I like him playing from behind anyways. I have
Yep.
both Kane and oh shit, different team. Never mind. I do have Kane though. Shots on goal. Hedman for the Lightning. I have his shots on goal.
Oh,
It
yep.
was nuts last game.
I'm a big player prop guy.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to the player props.
Yeah. I am not. Well, I guess in hockey, regular season, I was doing a little bit of shots on goal, but
We are very different betters, me and you, Ethan. You
We
are
are.
an under and a straight better. I'm over player props and parlays.
together we have the board covered.
The board is
Yes.
covered. We're just missing a big underdog guy.
Yeah.
It's
But
definitely
Ben's starting to
not me.
become one. Or Dallas plus 100. That's an underdog.
That's true.
That is. That is.
I just think back
Yeah, I
to the
wish I had the
stupid bet
balls to.
plus
I wish I had
14
the
and a half
balls to.
Cowboys.
Wait, what?
I still hate the plus 14 and a half Cowboys or the minus 14 and a half when they played Houston.
Oh,
That one bit it was so stupid. I was like, why did I take that?
wait, Oh yeah, was that just a close game and then Dallas? Was that overtime? Or what happened there?
They went to overtime against the Chiefs. I think
Okay,
that
yeah,
one was just a close game.
because those were
I
like back
remember
to
right.
back, right?
Yeah.
Those were Houston was like kind of shining.
Yeah.
Man, talk about a team that needs help.
No joke.
Houston could draft anywhere.
It's in the Cardinals.
At least the Cardinals
Yeah.
have pretty cool jerseys this season.
Those are so
Those
bad.
are so bad.
Dude, the jerseys are getting worse.
Yeah.
I think the Browns started that. Remember how terrible their like 2017 reveal was?
I like those.
Did you?
I did. The ones that said Cleveland on the side. On the
Oh
pants.
god, I don't even know now. Probably.
I like those.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
I don't-
getting so like color rush and like blocky.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not a
everything's
big
just so,
fan
like-
of like the 3 letters up, like the ATL. Like,
Same.
Yeah.
I hate that.
we're not the NBA. Like,
I hate that.
Yeah.
so yeah, what's the Panthers gonna do? CLT, and then it sounds like a female organism or
Yeah.
organelle, organ, something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a fan of. If Detroit ever goes DET, I'm gonna burn a jersey.
yeah. Because they're redoing theirs next year, right? I think
Something.
it's in the works.
I love their jerseys
Yeah.
though. Lions have such good
Dude.
jerseys.
I like them too. I like their old jerseys, honestly. I wouldn't mind if they took a step back and went. Like, I love those Thanksgiving Day ones with just the silver helmet, no logo. It's like the darker blue. I
Yeah.
love those unis.
The Falcons
But-
one was really weird. The like black and red gradient. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. See,
It's like black in the
everything's just
face
getting
and
too
red.
new school.
That's weird.
The Falcons had such a great jersey, anyways. Like, I thought their jerseys, like during Mike Vick's era, were like sweet. Like, they
Mhm.
were
Right.
sharp. They were not too much, but
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. All I want is the Bills to rock their red helmet. That's all I want.
Yeah,
The
that'd
red
be cool.
helmet Bills, bring it back.
I want the Lions to bring back the blue face mask.
Yeah, too many teams have the gray. I hate the gray.
Yeah, I know. And
But-
it just looks so clean with the silver helmet. Just Barry
Chargers
Sanders
have the
era.
hardest jersey for sure. Those go hard.
Those are nice. The baby blues, the powder blues.
Baby blues.
We can go digging right back into our jersey draft, but I like San Francisco.
Seahawks.
The highlighter Seahawks or normal Seahawks?
No, the normal Seahawks. The Seahawks home. Normal Seahawks home.
Seahawks are like Oregon. They have a new uni every game. Can't even keep
Yeah.
up with them.
Yeah.
You said the Niners? Niners are like one of the most basic ones.
See, I think maybe that's what I
Classic.
like.
It's just
They're
a good color
classic.
scheme, I guess.
And the color scheme's phenomenal.
Color scheme's great. I don't like the Rams' new blue. I don't like
No.
that at all.
The Rams
Me
jerseys
either.
are terrible. They're some of the worst in the league now with that patch.
It's horrible. Blue and yellow is just disgusting together.
Now, if you get a good navy blue with a nice little maze,
Chef's kiss. Yeah, no, Rams are horrible. Yeah, I'm not like I don't really like the Buccaneers new one as much. They aren't as bad as some of the others, but
they're
I like the
rocking,
Buck had
they're
great
rocking their
jerseys.
creamsicle this year.
I do like the creamsicle.
I wanted to ask you guys because the NHL they do that where they have like the different jerseys. They're like totally different. What do you guys think about the NFL? They added like just a game or two of just like the really different jerseys.
The Steelers did that with
The
their bumblebees.
Yeah.
And the Packers rock their whatever they rock.
The like
Do you remember?
nasty
Yeah,
brown helmet one.
Yeah.
something like that.
Do you guys remember? And I remember it like it was yesterday because the Lions got their ass kicked. It was back in '07, and the Eagles rocked those like yellow and blue.
Yeah, the
Oh,
yellow and
yeah.
light
Blue.
blue. That
Rocked
was
Detroit. It was
terrible.
like 56-7 or
Those
something.
were terrible. Yeah.
Those were bad.
I always played like Madden back in the day, like I don't know, Madden 2004 with Mike Vick on the cover, but you could do like the alternate jerseys, and the Chargers had this one alternate jersey where they had a purple helmet, and it was sick. Like I
Really?
forget the color of the jersey, but it was a purple helmet, and then I don't know, but it was sick.
Hmm.
Oh, it was the light blue, like the light blue that they wear with the purple, like a Vikings purple helmet.
Interesting.
It was weird,
Hmm.
but I always wore it in Madden 2004.
I always like the Titans wearing the Oilers throwbacks. I think that's cool.
I do too.
Yeah, I like the Oilers.
Better than the Titans. They have like some of
Yeah.
the worst. I hate their logo. I hate their stadium, and I hate their jersey. They're just
They're
such
getting a
an
new
ugly
stadium, I
team.
think.
Yeah.
They're moving to Gatlinburg.
I don't know. I know they're. I don't know. I thought they signed something that their stadiums they're going to move soon.
They're gonna change their
I
name.
actually
to
don't
the
mind their
Shiners.
stadium, but yeah. I'll be the first one with a ticket to that stadium.
Yeah.
Also, did you hear? We're getting way off topic. Did you hear all the rumors of possibly Henry going to the Eagles?
Yeah.
There was like rumors on that, which would suck for the rest of the league. I feel like, but
Would you rather
I don't
have
think so.
Bijan at 10 or Henry? I'd rather have Bijan.
I would probably just take Henry.
Really?
But you're gonna have to give up a first rounder for Henry. Like it's not like just one or the other.
So
I think
old,
Henry
though.
plays 8 games this year and then never sees a football field again.
Really?
Yeah.
Clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
That would. Yeah. I'm with
This
you.
goes
Though.
back. This
Is
goes
that, like,
back to my
29?
beef that I had with Lions fans when everyone was like, "Give up 2 firsts for him." Like this dude's like 36. I don't know how old he is. 30.
Yeah, he's
But
29, 30. He's one of those.
Yeah, he's up there, but
I mean, yeah, he's great when he's good, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just still salty about the Titans because I watched so many of those games when I was betting them every single week, and he just crumbled. Like it literally looked like I can't even think of what I'm thinking of. Like Minecraft, he just got hit, and you could just see like pieces of blocks just falling around him as he crumbled to the ground. Like that's just what it reminded me of.
You remember when Zach had Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, and that was the game he was like right about to
I
cross
had
over
that.
the line. You
I
had
had
that,
that.
and the
I
guy
had that.
punches it out in the end zone.
I had the over
He was
Derrick
so
Henry
funny.
anytime and the Titans. I think that was my big 3. Was all 3 of those. Maybe I just bet them.
He gets
Yeah, I
punched
was not
out right
happy.
at the goal line.
I was
No
not
one
happy.
else around.
Yeah,
They still scored though. That was
it scored. Traylon Burks jumped on
Treylon
it.
Burks' first touchdown.
Yeah, yeah, that was a bad day. Yeah,
we lost a lot of money on the Titans this year.
lots,
Both of us.
lots.
Yeah, we kept going back.
Yeah, I'm proceed with caution on the Titans next year for sure. Bengals too, but I love fading the Bengals.
That was a bad team. Bad team to fade this year.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
kept
it
telling
was.
Ethan, get in on the Bengals, get off the Titans, and you did not listen to me.
No,
I love the conviction
No.
though.
that Tampa Bay game still hurts me, where they turned the ball over 5 times in the second half in their own territory.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, not good.
All right. You guys got anything else for this episode?
We always go on the tangents on the lives.
Yeah. That's what the lives are for, man. You guys have questions, we answer them, but Jake,
I do not
if you're
have
still
anything
watching,
else.
thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you. I don't have much more. About to
You
hit
guys
200.
did. I'm pumped, man. I'm so happy about that. What did you guys think of that Mike O'Hearn meme that I posted yesterday?
Yeah, I
Give you
love
guys
I
a
love
chuckle.
that guy.
That was
Cracks me
funny.
up.
I love that big boy. There's so many
That was-
there's so many that are like inappropriate, but it's what I live for.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought SBE was shredded.
Oh man, that would be scary in the fight. We're getting an early line that worst bets is minus 300 in a
Really?
10 rounder. Yep.
I feel like those odds are still. I think that they're too good.
Yeah,
I think.
there's a lot of value on minus 300.
There is.
So wait, he's gonna bet you. How's
Yeah,
that gonna work?
he's gonna
Yeah.
bet on me. Oh boy.
I saw one of that Mike O'Hearn, and it said something like, "Sir, your son's died." Me. Thanks, doctor. I'll let him know.
Yeah. There's like funny ones, and it's not exactly, but it's like, class, we're gonna make ice cream today, and then it's like when your name's Ice.
Yes. Yes.
They're all kind of like, and there's like so many like that, like different words and different.
Some
That's
of them
funny.
are so like detailed, like kid named CL. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to go back and read a couple times. Like, what the hell are they trying to even say?
Yeah,
I can tell it's ass, but what's the rest of it?
they're so good though.
Ethan, have you
funny.
seen those, or was that the first one?
That was the first one.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, he's
I'll
big on
send you
TikTok.
some.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm posting
trying-
one. You go ahead.
That ice cream just reminded me of another one that's like that, but I can't. I'll probably never think of what it is, but those always get me every time.
They're just so
Ice.
good.
I-
You don't expect them. The best ones are like what Ben just said. You have to go back and read it, and then you finally read it. And you're like, oh my god.
That's awesome.
I'm posting one today of it's Mike O'Hearn. It was a green screen, so I got rid of the green screen. I have him in front of like a Bet MGM thing. And this is when the wife says to come home by 9, and it's 8:99.
Yeah. So good, man.
Who is that guy? Just
It's
like
like
some.
a Mr. Olympia guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
the male model, but I don't know who started that, but he's in on it now too. So like he posts his own memes of him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
I'll have to send you some after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Ethan, you didn't have anything either, man?
I don't think so. No, I was kind of living under a rock today, so I didn't really look at much. Obviously, didn't know much of what was happening with Aaron Rodgers and all that. So, yeah, I'm just kind of here.
Out for 30 minutes, almost like 30 years type feeling.
Yeah, right. The residual effects put me out for about 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for the Better and Green podcast. Thank you guys for joining our live. Thank you guys for 200 subscribers. This is not the end. Our goal currently, if you watch our actual episodes, is 250. So we're going to keep climbing, keep reaching for that goal. And then, Wyatt, are we going for 500 by NFL season?
We might have to push the numbers if we continue to grow 30 in a week. But
True.
yeah, I think 500 is a good. We'll reevaluate, but as of right now, I think 500 is a good goal. But again, if we have another week like this or a better week, then I don't know. We might be pushing 1K.
I could feel it, man. We're on 10, going on 10 days of winning.
They call Better and Green Pompeii because we're about to explode. All of our civilians. We're about to be the biggest national disaster in Italy.
Shout out our Italian listeners.
That's awesome. And that is not a threat.
Yeah, no threat. But if you don't get us at 250, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Wyatt's going to be on the no-flight list next time he tries boarding a plane.
Yeah. I wasn't saying it like that. I was just trying to say we're covering bitches out here. Well, guys, keep it growing. Keep joining our podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe, like this video so it can reach more people. We're going to keep posting the memes, keep posting content. Wyatt's been posting the daily picks. Ethan, you're going to hop on there too. You posted that live reaction to some of the Lions getting suspended. That one, I think, has like 400 views or something crazy like that. So we're blowing up right now. Content that's coming out is great. Make sure you guys are along for the ride. We want to bring you guys with us. The more subscribers, the more stuff we're able to do for you guys, the more giveaways, more events, everything that we can do. We want you guys to be as involved as possible. So follow us on all socials. Guys, we'll see you all in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.
Hey, boys.